Dear our STEM education lecturers, Mrs. Yurizka, Melia, Sari, and all my friends Mathematics Education 23A who are watching this video. We are from Team 6.
I'm Misel Rajasyah with class digit number 002.
And I'm Amelia Rida with class 3 digit number 071. And I'm Rahayu Sulistia with class 3 digit number 287. We are from Mathematics Education 23A, State University of Surabaya.
So, today we will discuss and present about our STEM education project that we call it Floodguard. So, did you know that events in Surabaya in late 2025 caused severe flooding in various areas, disrupting residents' activities and damaging infrastructure? The lack of an effective water management system is a major factor. Like the so innovative solutions such as Floodguard are needed to help mitigate flooding in a sustainable manner. So, what is Floodguard? Floodguard is a modular system that combines rainwater harvesting, filtering, and absorption to prevent and reduce flood risk in urban areas like Surabaya. The system uses a sustainable approach by utilizing simple materials and STEM concepts to address flooding issues.
Okay, here we are gonna make a Floodguard, a STEM integration in learning for junior high school to overcome some problem in SDGs. This project supports several SDGs, and the first one, SDG 6, Clean Water and Sanitation. Floodguard helps manage rainwater by using storage, filtering, and soaking system. It supports goals 6.3 to improve water quality and 6.6 to protect water environment. Second, SDG 9, Industry, Innovation, and Infrastructure. Floodguard uses a simple and eco-friendly system to control flood. This support goal 9.1 to build better infrastructure. Then, SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities. This project helps reduce flood risks in cities like Surabaya and support goals 11.6 to lower the impact of pollution in cities. And next, SDG 13, Climate Action. Floodguard helps cities be stronger against floods caused by climate change. It supports goals 13.1 to face natural disaster. And last, SDG 15, Life on Land. By helping water flow into the ground and stopping flood, it also protects soil and clean water. This support goals 15.3 and 15.5 to stop damage to land and nature. Now, let's talk about basic competencies. And first, students learn to understand water systems that are safe for the environment to prevent floods. And second, students share their ideas about simple flood tools and water storage methods. From here, students are expected to think critically about flood problems and find creative ideas to solve them and make a simple flood protection system and work together in a team and explain their ideas well. So, Floodguard is a great example of how STEM learning can help solve real problems and support the global goals in SDGs.
So the first one is about learning objective. What should students be able to after conducting a series of learning activities? Nah, students should be able to first identify and analyze real-world urban flooding problems using data and case studies. Second, critically evaluate existing flood mitigation strategies and their effectiveness. And the third, students should be able to design and implement an innovative floodguard system tailored to specific environmental conditions. And next, students should be able to apply mathematical and scientific principles to optimize water absorption, storage, and drainage. And the next, students should be able to collaborate in teams to develop and refine flood prevention strategies. And the last one, students should be able to present and justify their Floodguard design solution based on data and driven insight. Okay, and next about STEM integrated learning and what is the main subject about this project. First, for science, students can learn about the impact of urban flooding on the environment and characteristic of water absorption in different soil types. And last, students can learn about principles of sustainable water management. For technology, students can use internet and GIS tools to analyze flood-prone areas, and students can use digital sensors to monitor water levels and infiltration rates. For engineering, students can design an installation of a modular flood prevention system, and students can modification of drainage system to integrate filtration and infiltration features. And there is the main subject of this project, it is mathematics. And in mathematics, students can calculate the optimal volume of Floodguard storage based on rainfall data. And second, students can determine the ideal installation depth for maximum water infiltration. And students can compare the effectiveness of different storage capacities in reducing flood risk.
Title of the lesson is How to Reduce Flood Problem in Surabaya. It focuses on the topic of environmentally friendly technology and geometry, specifically the concept of volume. This lesson is intended for junior high school student grade 9 and the total time allocation for the session is 120 minutes. The purpose of this lesson is to help students understand and explore solutions to urban flooding problems, especially in Surabaya, by integrating environmental awareness and mathematical reasoning. This lesson used a problem-centric approach based on the socio-scientific issues templated model, and the goal is to encourage students to connect scientific and mathematical knowledge with real-world socio-environmental challenges. The learning method applied in this lesson include demonstration, investigation, and discussion. And the learning model used is problem-based learning, which emphasizes student-centered and problem-solving. The central problem explored in this lesson is urban areas are increasingly experiencing severe flooding due to poor water management and climate change. So, how can we develop a sustainable solution to mitigate urban flooding effectively?
The Floodguard module employs an engineering process design or EDP. Why not design thinking? So I will explain you the reason why it's not design thinking. For the first, it's about the problem framing. Yeah. So the module begins with a clearly defined technical problem in the urban flooding rather than an open-ended human need exploration typical in design thinking. The second one is about technical focus. So the emphasis is on scientific principles, mathematical calculations, and technological systems rather than human-centered empathy and user experience. The third one is about the solution evaluation. So solutions are assessed based on measurable technical criteria like in the water absorption rates and the storage capacity rather than user feedback. The last one or the fourth is about the process structure. The module follows a structured problem solving approach with clearly defined pace rather than the iterative, flexible nature of design thinking. So the model implements a problem-based learning model within an engineering design framework, making it particularly effective for teaching both technical STEM concepts and collaborative problem-solving skills. Looking at the Floodguard module, the engineering design process or EDP is most prominently exhibited in the following sections. For the first, in the problem definition phase, which is the engineering design process begins in the orientation of students to problems. In the phase one, where students address a specific triggering question about why rainwater doesn't soak into urban ground. And then the teacher explains, including cause and impacts. The last one is about the students develop hypotheses about how the Floodguard system can solve the problem. So this represents the problem identification and definition stage of engineering design. Now I will go to the second phase or phase two, which is in organize students to learn. The collaborative foundation of engineering design becomes evident in this phase. Students are organized into working groups that mirror real-world engineering teams. This structure serves several critical purposes. For the first, it establishes specialist roles mirroring engineering project teams. The second one, it creates a platform for collaborative problem identification. And the last one, third one, is about it prepares students for the investigative work ahead. The second one is about the research and investigation phase, which is in guiding individual and group investigation, or in the phase three, the engineering design process continue as students analyze specific flooding issues in Surabaya, and then they examine causes related to the higher rainfall, ineffective drainage, and reduced infiltration areas. The last one is about the students explore possible solutions, including the role of the Floodguard system. So this corresponds to the research, investigation, and ideation phase of engineering design process. And then the third one is about the design development phase, which is the engineering design process continues in develop and present the work in the phase four, where students create their proposed Floodguard solutions, and then they present this technical solution to the class, and the last, they receive feedback from peers on their designs. So this reflects the prototyping and communication aspects of engineering design process. The fourth one, or the last one, is about the evaluation and refinement phase, which is in evaluate the problem solving process. The phase five, the engineering design process concludes with students analyzing the effectiveness of their solutions, and then students receiving structured feedback from teacher and peers. The last one is about the refining their problem solving strategies based on input. This represents the testing, evaluations, and iteration stages of engineering design. Okay, so I think that's all from us. We are so sorry if there are a lot of mistakes because we all learning too.
Thank you so much for our lecturer, Mrs. Yurizka Melia Sari, and all my friends who are watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.